Good evening and welcome to the Southern Wake Campus Gym at Wake Tech in Raleigh, North Carolina for today's NJCAA Region 10 women's basketball clash between your Wake Tech Eagles and the Guilford Tech Community College Titans. I'm Jonathan Hudson and I'm glad to bring you today's special broadcast. Two events make tonight a special one. First, it's sophomore night at the Eagles. We'll honor 5 sophomores prior to tip-off for their contributions on and off the court to Wake Tech Community College. Second, I'm not alone on the mic tonight. Joining me is my friend and colleague, Henry Branson. Henry is the music director at Aldersgate United Methodist Church in Durham, North Carolina. He had multiple D1 baseball offers out of high school for his prolific arm and is an avid basketball fan. Welcome, Henry. How are you doing tonight?
Jonathan, I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here with you, and I'm ready to see some good basketball.
Yeah, we should have a good one here tonight. Wake Tech is back at home after another tough road stretch where they faced Catawba Valley Community College, Guilford Tech, and Fayetteville Tech, and dropped all those contests. Henry, what can Wake Tech take from those games and build on in this one?
Well, Jonathan, it was a tough stretch for the Wake Tech Eagles. You know, the 3-ball was really just not dropping for them. So they got to keep taking good shots, keep shooting, and eventually the ball will find the bottom of the net.
Can't say it better myself. The Eagles enter this one 4-21 overall and 1-17 in league play. Wake Tech does return sophomore guard Destiny Mason from injury. It's great to have her back as she scored 12 points in her return against the Red Hawks and put up 9 in the Eagles' last game. And then the Eagles just kind of want to bounce back here. They have this game. They play Southwest Virginia at home tomorrow. So this is sophomore night, senior night, usually your last home game. But no, they had to reschedule the Southwest Virginia game due to Snowmageddon. And so they'll play tomorrow night here at home for their final regular season home game. And then they get back on the road on Monday, March 3rd, and play their first round of the NJCAA Region 10 tournament, where their opponent could be Southwest Virginia. So it could be a preview to the tournament game. But as a whole this season, Henry, who on the Eagles has been an X factor and someone we should look for in tonight's game?
Well, Jonathan, I think Unique Cook plays a big role for this team. She dominates the paint, leads the team in rebounding, and she's got to have a big night tonight on the glass, both offensively and defensively, if the Eagles want to have a chance to win.
She's definitely not even a dark horse, a light horse in this one, as she uplifts the team on the paint. As you said, on the scoring side, we have Iviana Ward, who's second in the region in scoring, averaging 16.2 points per game for the Eagles. And again, you get Destiny Mason back. That could be a big contributor here tonight. For the visiting Guilford Tech Titans, they enter today's game at 7-13 overall and 6-13 in Region 10 play. They're in 8th. Henry, the Titans' last victory was a great one. Tell us more about it.
Well, Jonathan, it was a 68-67 win against Brunswick Community College in overtime. Jewel Pass made a 3 to force overtime, and then Dutton went 1 for 2 from the free throw line with just under a minute, and that proved to be the deciding basket of the game.
That was a thrilling game, and Pass will want to roll with this momentum as she's averaging 9.9 points per game to go with 58 assists this season. She's not the only key scorer, as Nevaeh Dobson leads the Titans, scoring 10.9 points per game with 8.6 rebounds per game. Sanchez averaging 9.9 points per game. Guilford Tech got the best of the Eagles in the 77-65 matchup a week ago. Henry, what are your 3 keys to today's game before we kick off sophomore night?
Well, Jonathan, first and foremost, I think Wake Tech has got to limit the turnovers. That's going to be a big factor in this game. If they can play clean basketball and hold on to the ball, they've got a good shot. My second key would be to control the paint. That's going to come down to Unique Cook and company to have a nice night on the glass. Offensive rebounds are sometimes the best ways to find an open shot. So she's got to control that paint down there. My third key to the game would be to trust your defense. Good offense always beats good defense, but if you can play solid defense without fouling and get a good contest on every shot, the law of averages will work out in your favor.
Great keys to the game there, Henry. Thank you for that. And the all-time here between Wake Tech and Guilford Tech is 9-10. Wake Tech being 10-9 overall, against Guilford Tech. And again, they lost their last one, so they're looking for some vengeance here on sophomore night. But that is our pregame with myself and Henry Branson. We will throw it over to Brett Rutherford, Wake Tech SID, for the PA announcement of sophomore night. I could try it, but Brett knows everyone a lot more than I do. So we'll throw it to him for the sophomore night celebrations, and we'll be back after that. So stay tuned for sophomore night starting lineups, anthem, and a great basketball matchup here between your Wake Tech Eagles and the Guilford Tech Titans. We'll be right back in a minute. Welcome back here, folks. We're just about 1 minute away from the start of sophomore night. One more minute, 43 seconds now away from the start of sophomore night, where Wake Tech will honor 5 sophomores. We'll throw it to PA announcer Brett Rutherford in about 30 seconds. Enjoy the sophomore night ceremony for the Wake Tech Eagles women's basketball sophomores.
Ladies and gentlemen, before tonight's game, we would like to take the time to honor and recognize the 2026 Wake Tech women's basketball sophomore class before they play one of their final home games at Wake Tech. Before the ceremony begins, now a special message from head coach Alonzo Lunsford.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to have you here to help us celebrate the graduation and the ending of the second phase of our young student athletes as they matriculate forward on their quest to continue playing collegiate athletics as a means to their health, finance, and education. First, I would like to thank the parents for everything that you have done to provide for these young student athletes, and also passing the hand receipt off to myself and the coaching staff, and also Wake Tech Community College. Bear in mind that these young ladies have worked very, very hard up under extenuating circumstances. Not only have they put in blood, sweat, and tears on this court, baseline to baseline, blue to blue, pad to pad, bleacher to bleacher, sideline to sideline, they've also had to hurdle academics, turning in work, taking tests, studying when they're tired, and then just the old famous thing, life happens. But one of the things we pride ourselves here at Wake Tech Community College is we just don't only coach them in terms of basketball, how to get bigger, faster, and stronger. We also coach them just by being able to navigate the avenues of life. I.e., kind of like an improvised etiquette class. So when we travel on the road, it's a history lesson. When we're talking about basketball, looking at the court, it's all made of lines, angles, and perpendiculars. And we talk about how this sport can help you navigate the hurdles of life when you're down and you fight to get back. We're all here, we're going to make mistakes. But it's not about the mistakes you make, it's how you bounce back from that mistake. And also, above everything else, is that we're a God-fearing institution of higher learning and a God-fearing team. So there can be days when we're mad with each other, we like each other, and we love each other. But at the end of the day, these young ladies, do not be surprised if you don't see them playing at the next level. Because here at Wake Tech, we don't recruit you unless you have those aspirations of playing at the next level. And it's been a joy coaching them. I mean, the hair gets a little grayer, but that's the fun part, all right? So we're gonna have a good contest between the Wake Tech Community College Eagles and also Guilford Tech. Coach said they family. So our ultimate goal is to make sure that all our student athletes matriculate onto a 4-year school. So let's have fun and enjoy the show. Thank you.
All right, now our sophomores will be escorted by their loved ones and presented with a poster. We'll meet Coach Lunsford at center court for a picture. Starting off, a forward from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 5, Anna Davis. Anna is escorted by her mother, Michelle, and father, Chris. After graduating from Wake Tech, Anna intends to continue her academic and athletic journey at a 4-year institution where she intends to study sports management. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Anna Davis. Next up, the center from Greenville, North Carolina, number 11, Ashira Carroll. Ashira is a student by brother William and brother Elijah. After graduating from Wake Tech, Ashira intends to continue her academic and athletic journey at a 4-year institution where she intends to study psychology. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ashira Carroll. Next up, a guard from Goldsboro, North Carolina, number 15, Nashaya Williams. Nashaya is escorted by her mother, Shannon, as well as her siblings and family. After Wake Tech, Nashaya intends to continue her academic and athletic journey at a 4-year institution where she intends to study criminal justice. All right, folks, give it up for Nashaya Williams. Next up, a forward from Pikeville, North Carolina, number 24, Destiny Mason. Destiny is escorted by her father, Ricky, and mother, Victoria. After Wake Tech, Destiny intends to continue her academic and athletic journey at a 4-year institution where she intends to study psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Destiny Mason. Next up, a guard from Guilford, North Carolina, number 25, Tanzania Lockwood. Tanzania is escorted by her mother, Michelle, father, Lance, brother, Lance Jr., and stepmother, Belinda. After Wake Tech, Tanzania intends to continue her academic and athletic journey at a 4-year institution where she intends to study either kinesiology or exercise science, and she intends to join the ROTC. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tanzania Lockwood. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time. Give it up one more time for the 2026 Wake Tech Women's Basketball Sophomore Class. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise if you are able as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. for the visiting Titans. At guard, number 2, Jewel Pass. At guard, number 14, Rosalind Sanchez. At forward, number 20, Bailey Dunn. At guard, number 21, Honesty Jones. And at forward, number 23, Isabel Burton. And the head coach for the Titans is Erica Hammond. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Wake Tech Eagles. At forward, a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 5, Anna Draper. At center, a sophomore from Greenville, North Carolina, number 11, Ashira Carroll. At guard, a sophomore from Goldsboro, North Carolina, number 15, Yashaya Williams. At forward, a sophomore from Pikeville, North Carolina, number 24, Destiny Mason. And at guard, a sophomore from Guilford, North Carolina, number 25, Tanzania Lockridge. And head coach for your Eagles is
You good?
Lunsford.
Welcome back here after our sophomore night festivities, where we are set to go. It will be Dutton and Ashira Carroll on the jump. Guilford Tech Community College in black and white with the green numbers. Wake Tech in their home whites with the blue trim. Locklear controls the tip, and we're off and running. Locklear to Mason. Mason to Locklear. Early turnover. Gives the ball to the Titans. They get it inside to Dutton. Dutton inside out over to Burhey. Burhey's first touch. Burhey swings a pass. That one off the fingertips of Sanchez. Rosalind Sanchez finds Dutton down low. Bailey Dutton going up strong. Could not convert. Rebound falls to Ashira Carroll. And we have a traveling violation against Carroll as she was going for that one. Out of bounds. 2 early turnovers for the Eagles.
Physical start to this one, Jonathan. Lots of bodies on the floor already.
A lot of hustle from both sides in the opening 30 seconds. It'll be Burhey to inbound it. Burhey gets it to the corner. You see Sanchez swinging it over. Now it's past one of their leading scorers. 6 seconds to shoot for Rosalind Sanchez. She gets it inside. Another turnover. That time a steal from Carroll. Gets it to Mason, who will bring it up the floor. Mason darts in, thinks about it, gets to Carroll on the baseline. Carroll picks up her dribble and walks with it. Another turnover.
Well, we said one of the keys was to limit turnovers. Not starting off too hot for the Wake Tech Eagles here.
For either side here, both haven't had a basket, have had a lot more turnovers than baskets. Now pass, loses it again, right on cue. Nashai Williams with a great steal. She's been doing that all season long. Williams, pass picked off the other way. Jewel pass goes. Jewel pass with a nice handoff inside, and Burhey rolls it home for the first basket of the game.
It's a great little handoff under the basket there. Both teams in the zone to start this out, Jonathan. Looks like a 3-2.
Zone defense from both sides. 2-3 as Mason cross-court pass to Williams. Williams for the jumper. That one's too short. It's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. apologies on our scoreboard here. I'm going to try to figure that out. It is 2-0 Guilford Tech with 8:10 to go in the first quarter. I now get to play tech guy and play-by-play guy. Always a fun adventure here, as the referees are trying to sort something out as well. But it'll be Williams to inbound it from the baseline with 20 seconds to shoot. 2-0 here. Guilford Tech leads. Mason up top. Destiny Mason back to Williams. Williams swings it. The three doesn't go for Locklear. The board falls to Dutton. Oh, here we go. Scoreboard. Refresh. Let's see if that works, folks. That might take a minute, and we're back. Cool. Scoreboard's good. 7:45 to go here. 2-0 Titans as pass goes all the way, but just can't finish right point blank in the lane. Offensive board Titans. Pass again. Step back. Thought about it. Kicked it over to Burhey. Burhey with space traveled. Another turnover.
It's a high-energy start here, Jonathan. Low scoring, but lots of energy out there.
Both sides giving it their all. Again, Wake Tech, this is not their final home game, but it is their sophomore night with all their sophomores on the floor. They want to show out and have a good game. Williams, corner jumper, nothing but nylon.
It's a pure shot. They need a lot of catch and shoot tonight. That's a good look.
Williams ties it at 2. Opening minutes, our scoreboard is back up and running. We love that. Good defense from Williams on pass. Now Sanchez, Burhey, straightaway triple, misses that one off the right iron. Rebound and putback is converted by Dutton. Eagles will push the pace. That one almost stolen away by Sanchez. Now it's Locklear for the Eagles. Locklear all the way to the rack. Couldn't finish. Ball falls to Carroll. Carroll lost it. Good hard defensive rebound from Dutton. And on the other end, the layup is missed by Sanchez. She's going to reestablish herself, get back in, but nope, did not reestablish. So it's going to be Wake Tech's ball. Four 2 here. Just about 3.5 in. Daybeck, elbow three, counting.
That's a great look there, Jonathan. They need a lot of that tonight. Good start from Daybeck.
And she is one of those players, if she sees it go through the basket early, you're in for a fun night if you're on that team. But what I like about Daybeck, too, is she's not afraid to keep shooting. She's had nights where it's a lower percentage, but she keeps shooting it. Speaking of shooting it, Burhey couldn't get it to go. A strong jump ball forced by Dutton on Carroll. A little WWE action there from Dutton. Carroll's okay. Dutton didn't get tagged with a foul. So all we have after that is a jump ball. It will be Burhey to inbound it, but no, Burhey will sub out. It will be number 32, Ariana McLean, who will inbound it. Important note here tonight for Wake Tech is that Iviana Ward is wearing 21 here tonight when she gets in the game. Pass off the mark, but corralled. 3, Sanchez, bingo, as she gets the Titans back in the lead. Mason the other way, nothing but air. That one's going to roll out, and it will be Titans ball with 5:37 to go, up 2.
Rosalind Sanchez has really been aggressive so far on the defensive end. She's causing a lot of problems for the Eagles here.
And that's a key thing. I mean, we have all the turnovers to start, and a lot of them via Sanchez's defense. And I've learned in my games, calling these games, defense really does win basketball games.
Absolutely.
Pass, floats it in. On cue, a turnover. Nice steal from Mason. Mason all the way, couldn't lay it in. Defensive board to Dobson. Dobson outlet pass to Pass. And Pass steps into a jumper and hits it.
Yeah, Dobson's trying to find that soft spot in the zone here early on.
Mason to Williams, over to Locklear. Williams got stuffed in the lane by Dobson. But the Eagles maintain possession. Locklear out of control, but Mason will eventually get the layup.
Great finish by Wake Tech. Dobson's length really bothered that shot.
Good persistence there from Mason to get that one to go in. 2-point game here, 4:23 left in the first quarter. Again, I'm Jonathan Hudson, joined by Henry Branson today. Henry doing a great job on the mic so far. We love to see it, and that's going to be another traveling violation. I've seen more traveling violations than field goal attempts in this one, unfortunately, but it happens. And a lot of turnovers in this one, I guess, is where I was trying to go with that thought. Both sides obviously want to clean that up. For the Guilford Tech, it's head coach Erica Handy in her 4th season. She was named head coach in 2021. And then you have Alonzo Lunsford in his 2nd season as the team's 5th head coach. We'll take a quick timeout with them. 9-7, Guilford Tech leads Wake Tech with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back here where our score is 9-7 in favor of the Titans. Titans of Guilford Tech out of Greensboro. Checking into the game for the Titans is Melody Johnson. As you see Destiny Mason with it for Wake Tech. That one's batted out of bounds by Ariana McLean.
Yeah, aggressive defense once again from Guilford Tech. Wake Tech's got to really move that ball quickly to beat this zone.
They get it to Dave Beck, and that's out of bounds on McLean. Everyone looked at it for a minute. I think from my vantage point, it's pretty clear. But out of bounds, everyone got it right. Locklear will inbound it with 4 to play in the first quarter, rather. Daybeck with the 3. That one just short, rattles off the iron. Offensive board to Carroll. Pass picked off by Jewel Pass, and she runs with it the other way. Sanchez lofted pass to Dobson. Dobson hacked down low by Williams, and Dobson will go to the line.
It's a great look by Daybeck on the other end, though. Got lost on the out of bounds, and she just missed an open shot. She'll keep shooting.
Teams first of the quarter. Dutton at the line. Makes the first. As you said, Henry Daybeck, a good shooter from the outside. She leads the team with 38 threes this season, 38 made threes coming into this one. I think she has 39 now. She made one earlier as Dobson rattles both free throws home to extend the lead to 4. Burhey back in the game for the Titans. Let's see, Wake Tech needs some stops and baskets. Still plenty of game, not an insurmountable deficit whatsoever. Just need to get their rhythm going. Locklear will swing it up top to Williams. Williams with 11 to shoot. Bounce pass into Mason. Mason trying to find Daybeck cutting in the baseline, but it's going to be another turnover.
That's great motion. Great motion. They had the open pass, just didn't execute there.
That one almost picked off by Williams. Love the aggressive defense from Nashaya. Cutting in and losing the ball was pass. Taken away by Locklear. And the Eagles will push it the other way. Carroll right in close, couldn't finish. Tough rebound from Dutton. And now Burhey will run with it. Burhey v. Locklear. Burhey, the nifty layup, couldn't quite get it to fall. It's going to be a foul on Daybeck against, travel there from Dobson. Results in another turnover.
And that came off another offensive rebound. You know, we talked about in the pregame, Jonathan, Dobson's length might really be a problem for the Eagles here.
She's getting inside the paint, that's for sure. And this one, she's finding ways. You just want to be able to shut down one player, but nice spin move there from Locklear, and she gets fouled. As I was saying, you want to shut down one player, but Guilford Tech has a couple of good players. So you've got to play the inside-out game, see who you want to collapse on.
Yeah, and great decisive move right there by Locklear in the paint. She drew the foul.
I'll give Wake Tech another option to score. Mason with a great cut of the basket, and she gets 2.
It's like Dutton just fell asleep on the middle of the zone there.
Under 3 here in the first quarter. Guilford Tech leads by 2. The 2 is way off the mark for Burhey. It was a good open shot. This wasn't quite what she wanted.
And how excited is Wake Tech to have Destiny Mason back in their lineup these last few games? That's a huge asset to have on your offensive end.
She led the team in scoring early part of the season, has scored 9 in their last game. And there's another turnover. Pass telegraphed, and it's stolen away and laid in by McLean. Good play from McLean.
Good hands. Way to cut off the passing lane right there.
But yeah, Mason, a huge asset, as he said, to the team. Good to see her back, especially for sophomore night. All sophomores on the floor for sophomore night here, getting the start. Honestly, it's not much different than your starting lineup would be. Another travel there by Shiver Carroll, and she's frustrated. Just above a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Again, not Wake Tech's final home game. They'll play tomorrow against Southwest Virginia at 6 at home. That will be the final regular season contest, and then they will play in the Region 10 tournament starting Monday. The layup too strong from Dutton. It's going to be a jump ball forced by Carroll, and it will be Wake Tech basketball. Great play there from Carroll.
The refs are really letting them bang down in the paint on both ends. This might be a no blood, no foul kind of game, Jonathan.
Really good physicality early on in this game, and it's going to be a battle here in Wake Tech's gym. Williams stepping into a jumper and hits it. Be great for the Eagles to find a way to get the lead or tie it before the end of the first quarter. Out of bounds turnover. Guilford Tech. Daybeck will inbound it. 49 seconds to work with for the Eagles. You see Destiny Mason bringing it up the floor. Mason's pass to Daybeck. Daybeck short jumper, missed it. Board goes to Dobson. Dobson got it, held on to it, lost it, got it back, and then got fouled. So Williams will pick up another foul. Her first foul. Another for the Eagles, their second. So it will be 34.4 for the Titans to work with here.
New shot clock here, Jonathan, so they'll be able to run it all the way down almost.
The hold for potentially the last shot in this quarter. Pass, step back, 3, short. Out of bounds, Wake Tech will now have a chance as they'll get the ball back. Mason with 17 in the quarter. You got shooters on your right and your left, and you yourself are a good offensive threat with 5 to go. She's got to move.
They
4, 3.
Soon.
I don't think she's no. Oh, they're going to go Daybeck for the 3, and it's blocked by Dobson, and that'll end the quarter. After 1, our score, Guilford Tech 13, Wake Tech 11. We'll take a quick break and be back with the start of the second quarter after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to start the second quarter here between Wake Tech and Guilford Tech. Guilford Tech leads 13-11 after a back and forth first quarter. Henry, what did you see in that first that you liked?
Well, I like the aggressive defense, Jonathan. Probably too many turnovers on both ends, but the students are playing very hard here.
Great battle from both sides as Jones was trapped in the middle. She gets it out to Sanchez. Sanchez kicks it over. Traveling violation against.
Yeah, trying to take
Berhe.
on too many there, just dribbling into the paint when there's not much room. You know, another thing about that first quarter, I really thought Dobson for Guilford Tech impacted the game on both ends. She was a stalwart down in the paint.
Dobson was definitely a presence in the paint as we get the first three from Iviana Ward wearing 21 tonight, and that one misses everything. Our lineup here for Wake Tech has changed. We got Iviana Ward in the game, as well as Malaya Hines and Kayla Williams and Hannah Jerkins, and what's my last player? We'll find it as Guilford Tech steps into a jumper, can't get it. Rebound by Wake Tech. It's Soraya White, who's our fifth player on the floor. Kayla Williams steps into a three and hits it. Bottoms that three for Williams.
That's a pretty nifty move right there, Jonathan.
I'll have to clip that one for a highlight. Berhe on the other end. Over to Sanchez. Inside to Jones. Honestly, Jones lost possession, gets it back. Corner three. Nothing but air. Rebound, Berhe. Berhe and Dutton fighting for it. Berhe dribbles out of the chaos. Now, Sanchez for two. Nope. Everyone fighting for it on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds on a turnover by Guilford Tech.
Great hustle there. You know, Jonathan, we've seen a lot of offensive rebounds for Guilford Tech so far. When a shot is missed badly, it really favors the offense to get an offensive rebound. The defense can't react quite as quickly there.
Hines with it. Wake Tech got to be a little bit more active both sides of the board. So if I had to guess, I'd say Guilford Tech's out rebounding the Eagles at this juncture of the game. Hines picked up her dribble, gets it over to Ward to the baseline. Ward would tend to shoot. Ward steps into a short jumper and makes it.
Nice job in creating your own shot there. That's two back-to-back possessions.
And that gives Wake Tech the 3-point lead, 16-13 here with 7:47 in the second quarter. McLean trying to tiptoe to keep it inbounds. That one's knocked out of bounds by Hines. Guilford Tech will maintain possession. Little handoff up top. Jewel pass. Swings it over. McLean dribbled it off of the foot of an Eagle, and it's out of bounds. So Guilford Tech will do it again. They have three to shoot, though. Dobson in.
Got to force a contested jumper here.
Don't want to give up anything in the paint. You have Soraya White on the ball for the inbound. They get the pass. Pass loses it. Going the other way is Hines. Hines all the way. Scores.
Nice little run here by Wake Tech. I believe that's 7-0 to start this quarter.
7-0 run. 18-13. Wake Tech with a good start to the second. Dobson inside. Dobson. And we got a charge against Nevaeh Dobson, drawn by Soraya White. Great defensive play from the Eagles.
Let's keep the momentum going for these Eagles.
Eagles on a roll here. Sophomore night, 18-13, up by 5 against the Titans. Ward has it at the elbow, back up top to White. Ward cross court pass Hines. Hines dribbled it off her yellow sneakers, and that's going to be a turnover. Rosalind Sanchez gets it down low. Pass, trying to find somebody. Lost it back to Sanchez. Dobson inside, double teamed immediately. Puts it up and scores.
Wow, that's a tough move. You know, she came right back in as soon as that 7-0 run happened. Excuse me.
On the other end, the three from Williams, a sky ball. That one off the mark and out of bounds will be Guilford Tech basketball. Wake Tech leading by 3. 6:19 to go in this second quarter. Shout out to Wake Tech photographer Rick. He's doing good work there on the baseline.
And Kayla Williams, 14 for Wake Tech, has done a good job holding down the bottom of this zone here.
Ward will get out on the ball there. Pass will step into a 3 and nail it.
Good looking shot right there, Jonathan. That was pure.
Ward to answer on the other end. That one just short, nips the rim. Hannah Jerkins with a good rebound, trying to force the jump ball. She gets it. It'll be Eagles ball. I don't think they know it's their arrow. Now they do. They'll set the offense to inbound it. It'll be Kayla Williams. All square 18. Williams quick pass into White. White corrals it, gets it back to Ward for 2. Ward can't get it. Batted out by McLean. Good play by her to get the board for the Titans.
Yeah, great rip-through dribble on that last possession. She just couldn't finish the shot.
Now driving in. It's going to be another charge drawn by Soraya White. She's just not afraid down there in the paint to draw contact. Malaya Hines will dribble it across half court and get the play from head coach Alonzo Lunsford. Now Ward gets a screen. Ward, pass over to Williams. Kayla Williams puts up and is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
That's a good look by Ward. You know that they're going to collapse on her with the prolific scorer she is. Nice look.
Number 14, Kayla Williams at the free throw line to shoot 2.
Williams will shoot 2.
Number 23, Isabel Murray.
Williams, a freshman forward out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And she'll shoot 2 here for the Eagles to try to give them the lead again. That one's short. Williams shooting 75% of the season. Has not attempted a lot of free throws for the Eagles. Williams makes his second to give Wake Tech the lead. Sanchez has it on the baseline. Over to McLean. McLean inside Dobson. Dobson blocked by Kayla Williams.
Great block by Kayla Williams. She's been impressive so far on the defensive end.
Hines on the offensive end for the Eagles. Has a nice skip pass into Ward. Ward lays it up. Can't get the friendly roll. And it goes to the Titans. Sanchez, high pass over to Burhey. Burhey inside Dobson. Dobson was fouled by Williams before she turned the corner.
Jonathan, it looks like Coach Lunsford made an adjustment at the quarter break there. They're really collapsing when the ball goes into the interior. The entire Wake Tech team collapses down.
It's great to see the defense and another great adjustment by a great coach and Alonzo Lunsford. Our score of this media timeout, Wake Tech 19, Guilford Tech 18. We'll be right back with the next 4:26 of the second quarter. Stay tuned for more women's basketball action in a minute. Welcome back here where our score, Wake Tech 19, Guilford Tech 18. It's Guilford Tech's ball out of the timeout. It'll be McLean to inbound it. McLean straight away. The jumper from Berhe goes. Nice three-pointer from the elbow, or
That's
rather
a great
corner.
contest there, Jonathan. Excuse me. That's a great contest. They just need to keep playing great defense.
Great basket there from Berhe. Another turnover there. Mason a little too strong with her pass. On the other end, another turnover, and back and forth we go with possession switching at a hectic pace. But, Henry, what have you seen tonight from Dobson, a dominant player for the Titans?
Well, Jonathan, I think Dobson's changed the game so far. She's been the most dominant player on the court on both ends, and her length really, really affects Wake Tech trying to get into their offense.
She's been an elite player for the Titans, not just this game, but all season. Mason dribbles in, takes a short shot, can't get it to go. Board goes to Sanchez. Sanchez outlet pass to pass. Can't get it to go. And it's Dutton who will be hacked on the putback, and she'll go to the line for two.
This is a transition-heavy game. I think both teams are trying to get what they can as soon as they can.
And Wake Tech's improved a lot on their transition offense so far this season. Just taking steps each game to get better at that transition. And, you know, even the wide-open layup is sometimes hard for players. And you've seen the whole team progress in that category as well as the contested ones in their transition offense this season. Dutton, 1 for 1 at the line with another one coming. Dutton makes them both. Now a little bit of press from the Titans, and it creates a turnover.
Took them a little bit out of their rhythm there, that full court trap. Locklear's back in on the interior. It'll be interesting to see if she can deal with Dobson's length down there with some physicality.
We saw Williams was able to, but she needs a break. That's Kayla Williams. You need a break when you're guarding a star like Dobson. Jewel pass. Swings it over Berhe. Now it's Sanchez. Sanchez inside. Stolen away by Locklear. Locklear fires a strong pass to Jerkin. She loses out of bounds. Another turnover.
It's advantageous when you have a big like that, like Locklear can handle the ball up the court in transition. Just threw it away on that occasion.
That one's coming toward us as Hines with a good play. Almost got it back. Fun fact, Henry, I've been hit this season. I've taken a stray pass right off a guy's foot, right back at me. I got my arms up in time, but it made for a funny moment.
I forgot to wear my armor tonight, so hopefully we don't catch any strays.
Jewel pass. Averaging 9.9 points per game for the Titans. Now Berhe for the three. Got it to go. That's 2 in a row for Berhe.
Beautiful basketball. It's a great-looking shot and a beautiful pass cross-court by Dobson there.
Berhe extending Guilford Tech's lead. Hines trying to answer. Couldn't get that one to go. A little strong on the jumper from the free throw line. The lead is 7 for the Titans with 2.5 approaching in the second quarter. Dobson in the lane, kicks it out to Berhe. Berhe, Sanchez. Sanchez steps into a three. That one rattles in and out, but a great offensive board from Dobson, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Guilford Tech is really making a concerted effort to get to that middle spot in the zone. From that point, you can do about anything. You can take a jump shot, you can pass back out for an open look on the perimeter, or you can look down low to the box. There's a lot of options when you get it to that spot, and the defense has to react to what you're going to do.
And you've seen all the combinations work for Guilford Tech in this one. They've been able to pass out of it for the three. They've been able to sink a short pass for the layup, and they've had Dobson just bully her way into the lane as well. As Dobson will go 1 of 2 from the charity stripe.
It also looks like Wake Tech is starting to collapse to one side of the paint. That's going to open up some more jump shots.
Locklear works well with Mason to get it across half court, and the layup from Hines. That's a great play.
Great transition offense and a nice finish there.
That's the way to break the press and take advantage of it for the Eagles. Pass, little runner. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound, Dobson. Second rebound, Dobson. Third rebound, Locklear for the Eagles. She will take it the other way. Locklear, little soccer pass over to Ward. Ward steps into the two. Too strong. A lot of stops on that one. And it's picked up by Burry. Burry into Dutton. Dutton travel. Dutton's been on both sides of the physicality in this game. She's forced a couple of jump balls and she's had a lot of paint touches as well, but she's getting bodied around in there. Number 0 is Zariah McCord in the game, a freshman guard out of Willow Springs, North Carolina for the Eagles.
Now Guilford Tech has jumped out to a bit of a lead here. Let's see if, while Dobson's on the bench, that Wake Tech can get back in it.
McCord gets it over to Ward. Wake Tech trying to close the deficit and end the second quarter on a positive note. Mason fighting to keep possession. She does, but finally it's corralled by Sanchez. Sanchez, long pass to Jewel pass, and Jewel pass lays it in.
Yeah, Sanchez has just been a pest on defense. She's got great hands and is very physical.
The trap. Now Ward will evade. Ward pass to McCord, too strong. A lot of pepper, and it's out of bounds.
You know, if they can figure out this full court press, they'll have a 3-on-2 most possessions. They just got to make the final pass here.
Under a minute here in the second quarter. Jonathan Hudson, Henry Branson with you here tonight. Fun game for sophomore night as Wake Tech honored 5 sophomores prior to this one. Too many steps for Burry, and it'll be a turnover. Wake Tech will have it with 44.5 to go in the second quarter.
Might be able to get a 2-for-1 if they can break this press quickly.
Williams, usually a little bit more elite at breaking the press with her speed. They get it over to McCord. McCord bobbles it, but Williams is right there. End result, McCord did her job. Mason to Williams. Williams attend to shoot. Back to Mason. Destiny Mason up top. Penetrates the middle of the zone. That one went in and out. Unlucky for Mason. 13 to shoot for Jewel pass. Titans up by 8. 5 to shoot. It's Sanchez. Sanchez in down low. McLean can't get it to go. That ball dead on the rim, and that'll be it for our first 2 quarters. At the end of the first half, Guilford Tech 29, Wake Tech 21. Henry, what did you see in that first half?
Well, it's a competitive game, Jonathan, and that's all we could hope for. All these players are playing extremely hard. Again, I think Dobson's length has changed this game, but Wake Tech has got an opportunity. Ashira Carroll has the same type of length that Dobson does, and she might be able to pose a little bit of a challenge on defense. So
we'll see if Carroll and Kayla Williams can step back up on defense for the Eagles in the second half on Dobson. And we'll see if the 3 can keep falling. Anna Daybeck had it started with a couple of 3s. Since then, a little cold from beyond the arc. But our score at the half, Guilford Tech 29, Wake Tech 21. We'll be right back in about 14 minutes and 28 seconds. Go get your favorite snack, drink, take a break. We'll be right back with more basketball in about 14 minutes. Stay tuned. Welcome back here, where we're just about set to start the third quarter between your Wake Tech Eagles and Guilford Tech. Guilford Tech leads 29-21, going into the break and starting the third quarter. Leading scorers after 2 for Guilford Tech, it was Burhey with 8 points, and for Wake Tech, everyone had 4. Destiny Mason, Leigh Hines, and Shia Williams, and Kayla Williams all had 4 points. So it'll be Guilford Tech to start the third. Burhey will inbound it right in front of us. And we'll get it over to Dutton with a 1-2-3 handoff. Finds the hands of Jewel Pass. Titans swing it down low is Jones. Now the 3 off the target, but it goes. What a 3 there from Burhey.
Great pass there by Jewel Pass, Jonathan. No pun intended.
Mason with pace. Mason to Carroll. Great 1-2. Carroll too strong. Point blank. The lead 11 for the Titans. Burhey to Sanchez. Rosalind Sanchez. Now Dutton. Dutton down low. Couldn't handle it. Locklear with pace. Locklear couldn't get it to go up off the window. Carroll's second attempt, no good. The board goes to the Titans.
Good defense, though, by Carroll on the other end. She's starting to use her length.
Pass steps into a triple. Bullets it off the glass. Rebound will go to Locklear. Destiny Mason kicks it over. Daybek, corner 3. Rattles off the front of the iron, and then we're going to get a foul down low. It'll be Wake Tech ball.
That was a great driving kick to the corner. Just didn't hit the open look, but they'll fall eventually.
Daybek again from the corner. This time she nails it. Give her 2 chances. She's going to get one.
Right on cue there, Jonathan.
To the Eagles, you want more of the 3 from Daybek rather, and Sanchez on the other end missed the 3 of her own, and Wake Tech will get another chance. The 3 cut the deficit to 8 with 8:04 to go in the third. McLean back in the game for the Titans. The press from Guilford Tech. McLean almost stole it away, but hits the scorer's table.
This full court trap is interesting, Jonathan. They've got a safety playing under their basket. The other 4 players are really, really pressing up high. Looks like there's some opportunity for some layups.
Mason right on cue with Carroll for the layup.
Great pass there by Mason.
Mason, an impact player in all areas of the game. As pass dribbles out of control, had it blocked by Carroll. Going back up with it is Dobson. Dobson lost it. Cross court pass to Daybek. Daybek back and forth. Daybek shot. That one rolls out. The board falls to Dutton. The layup from Burhey. She couldn't get it to go. Dobson took a hard fall on one end, and she's still down. As it'll be a layup from Mason, but Dobson hurt on the play. Dobson just kind of flopped on the floor and wasn't able to catch herself. Again, we hope she's okay. The trainers and coaches will come out to talk to Dobson, and we'll take the media timeout. We'll take the media timeout with them and be back with more action after this. Our score, Guilford Tech 32, Wake Tech 28. We'll be right back. Welcome back here. Our score 32-28. Nevaeh Dobson was able to walk off the court with assistance from the trainers, so that's good to see. She's all right, and we'll get some assistance from the trainers, but we hope Nevaeh Dobson can return soon for the Titans. A double team from Wake Tech. It's Williams and Daybeck. That one's batted away by Carroll. Burhey lofted one to Jewel Pass. Jewel Pass with 8 to shoot. Pass gets a screen from Jones. Hands it off. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Pass, lost it. Ball on the floor, 1 to shoot. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
Good hustle there by Nashia Williams. She was the first to the floor, and Wake Tech ends up with the ball.
Great defensive possession for the Eagles.
Yeah, Jonathan, as much as I talked about Dobson's length in the first half, it's really Carroll for Wake Tech that's affecting the game now.
Shira Carroll with a pass to Daybeck over to Locklear. Carroll making an impact. She's had a block here in the last 2 possessions and multiple rebounds as Mason is in the paint. Pirouettes. And 3 seconds in the key. So the Guilford Tech's ball. Wake Tech closed the gap here. 32-28. It's only 4.
A little motion offense here to try to break the zone.
McLean to Burhey. Down low. Pass over to Jones. Back to Burhey. A lot of steps. Nice steal from Locklear. Locklear tried to throw it off of her. Carroll will get it back. It will be a jump ball. Locklear not happy about that result. She did work hard for it, and she'll be rewarded, though. They have the arrow. So at the end, it worked out for Locklear.
Never a good idea to try to save it back towards your own basket there, but worked out for him.
Williams using speed to try to break the press, but couldn't get past pass. As we have an official timeout. 10 seconds on the play there. A little too late to get it across. Good defense from the Titans.
Great defense. That was a quick 10 seconds to my count, but turnover here, and the trap is working so far.
McLean will inbound it. Guilford Tech ahead by 4. Pass. Bounces it to Sanchez. Sanchez back. Now pass has it with 7 to shoot. Being guarded by Nashia Williams. Going down the lane and laying it up is McLean, but McLean will be fouled and go to the line for 2. Carroll picks up her 3rd, and that's a storyline. That's a tough one for the Eagles as Carroll gets her 3rd. They'll probably bring in Kayla Williams. It will. Williams checks in for Carroll with 3 fouls.
And that is a big 3rd foul here early in the 3rd quarter now. Let's see how well they can hold.
McLean misses the first one. McLean, 50% from the charity stripe this season.
And they should press again off the made basket. Here it is.
The press after the made free throw. Locklear, baseball pass over to Kayla Williams. Kayla Williams back to Nashia Williams. Williams to Williams. The jumper doesn't go. Out of bounds. Good hustle there from Kayla Williams. Try to track down the board, but no dice. Jones driving in. Jones double team, kicks it back out. Pass for the 3. That one's short. Locklear with a full head of steam all the way up. Didn't get it to go, but she'll go to the line for 2, drawing the blocking foul.
Yeah, I love that aggression. Just get the rebounds, take it yourself. That's one real trait that Locklear has is to be able to rebound and push the ball herself.
Fouls on Sanchez, so it'll be Locklear the line after our immediate timeout. We'll be right back with more after this. 33-28, Guilford Tech leads with 4:59 left in the third. Stay tuned.
Directly benefits Wake Tech athletic programs.
Welcome back here. Our score 33-28 in favor of Guilford Tech with 4:59 left to go in the third. Tanzania Locklear at the free throw line. A little strong on the first. Locklear with the second free throw. Buries that one. The lead 4 for the Titans. Jewel pass over to Rosalind Sanchez. Dutton now around the horn. The Titans go. Pass darts in the lane. Had it stolen away by Nashia Williams, and Williams will force the jump ball. Arrow stays with the Titans. It will be McLean, Ariana McLean, the freshman guard out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, to loft in the inbound pass for the Titans. They get in quickly to Honesty Jones. Jones back to McLean. McLean had it blocked by Locklear. Locklear trying to cause havoc in the lane. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wake Tech.
She's been the enforcer down there today, Jonathan. That's great defense once again from Locklear.
Locklear having a good game on both ends, especially the defensive end. Pass to Sanchez. Sanchez threw it out of bounds. It will be Wake Tech ball. Long pass to Locklear. Locklear's pass taken away by McLean. Locklear. Jewel pass. Pass over to Jones. Jones lost it. Sanchez corralled it. Jewel pass all alone. Extra pass. McLean 3. That one rattles out. Nice offensive board by Jones, but she couldn't convert the layup in close. Mason, Locklear, jumper, too short. Williams with a great play. That's Kayla Williams. Got it back to Nashia Williams. Nashia Williams, her shot nips the rim, but falls away.
Things are getting chippy down there once again, Jonathan. Lots of physicality.
It's been a physical game from the jump as Dutton adds to the physicality, drawing a foul there on Locklear.
Foul Wake Tech number 25, Tanzania Locklear. Her first personal team's second.
Locklear picks up her first, team second. Dutton will go to the line to shoot 2.
Here comes Soraya White once again. She was a spark plug in the first half for Wake Tech.
Soraya White, definitely that spark plug player. She had the 2 charges drawn in the first half. Made an impact on the defensive side of the ball. Dutton makes the first. Dutton missed the second. Borgo falls to Mason. Destiny Mason with speed. Mason in the lane, picks up her dribble, kicks it over. Dayback corner three. Got it to go.
They keep leaving her open in the corner, and she's starting to make them pay.
Dayback having a fantastic shooting night. She's made at least 4 of those here for the Eagles. That one stripped away. Great defensive play from Wake Tech. Now Mason with space and time. Mason had it blocked by McLean. On the other end, Sanchez lays it in. Great, tough, contested layup for her.
Great finish by Sanchez there. Looks like she might have gotten fouled as well.
Dayback, a little bit of a baseball pass. Mason, corner three. Can they keep it going? That one too strong. Checking back into the game is number 24, Nevaeh Dobson. That's good to see her back in the game for the Titans. They're a different team with her on the floor, and she took a bit of a hard fall earlier in this quarter. So good to see Dobson back for Wake Tech. It's Malaya Hines back in the game. Dayback. Now the three for Burhi. That one skitters off the glass. Hines with a nice move to the basket. She did everything but score. Sanchez, another layup and one. Oh, yep, and one.
It's a great look right there by Jewel Pass. You know, Jonathan, during halftime, I had the pleasure of meeting Jewel's grandmother, Robin. So a shout out to the whole Pass family. I asked Robin one word to describe her granddaughter, Jewel, and she just said, amazing. So shout out to grandmas everywhere, and a shout out to Bonnie Roth as well, who's soon to be my grandmother-in-law. I'm sure she's tuning in tonight.
There you go. Shout out to all the grandmothers. Shout out to Jewel Pass's grandma for talking to us during the half. That was awesome. She's a very into the game. I always appreciate it when the fans and the parents are into the game, and she knows what's happening, calling out everything, trying to help her team as much as she can. We have a bump there and a foul.
The key with breaking this really aggressive press, Jonathan, is crisp passes. If you put too much air under the ball, the defenders are going to have time to come intercept it, just like that collision there.
We saw that all night when they first started implementing the press. Since then, Wake Tech's been about 50-50 as Hannah Jerkins takes her first shot of the night. That one off the mark. That one hit Dobson in the face. She can't catch a break here tonight on the weird bounces, but
and she had a great initial contest on that shot. Just unfortunate to get hit in the face. That's never fun. Doesn't feel good.
No. That's back to the middle school recess days. Everyone's shooting. You're not sure where the ball's going to end up, and then you end up getting hit in the face. Jewel Pass with it. Pass over to Sanchez. 39-32, Guilford Tech with the 7-point advantage with 1:28 left to go in this third quarter. Pass, step back, thought about the three. Instead, we'll give to Burhi for her own three. That one rattles off the iron as Iviana Ward will take it the other way. Ward over to Hines. Hines to Kayla Williams. Malaya Hines really has elevated her game all season long, taking strides to get better as she just can barely not convert on that second chance layup. Under
Almost
a
a really nice
in the
left-handed
third.
scoop by Malaya there.
Pass. Over to Burhi. That one's tipped away. Last touch by Sanchez. Good play by Hannah Jerkins to create the turnover.
Once again, an opportunity for a 2-for-1 if they go quickly here. Looks like they might not want it.
Hines thought about passing to Ward, instead gets it to Williams. Kayla Williams, a three. That one just off. Great offensive board by Soraya White. White gets it over to Williams. Williams jumper. That one too strong. 16 to shoot. The awkward layup from Burhey doesn't go.
They got
Tech
numbers.
Gets it back. They have numbers going back the other way. 7. The layup from Hines. She just can't buy it. That rim has a lid on it, and she knows it. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Burhey at the buzzer. Nope, didn't get it off in time. Didn't attempt to take it. Good close out there from Kayla Williams. At the end of 3, it's 39-32. We have a ball game. It's 7-point lead for the Titans. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth in about a minute. Stay tuned for more basketball action. Welcome back here as we're starting the final frame, fourth and final frame. Or rather, I shouldn't say final. We could have overtime. The fourth frame of this one, 39-32, Guilford Tech leads. Wake Tech starts with the ball in this fourth quarter.
Hines with some really unlucky breaks at the end of that last quarter there. She had some good looks.
She could have had 4 points if the rim was kind to her. White going in strong, and she'll be rewarded with a trip to the charity stripe. Soraya White is the spark plug. Henry, the spark plug for the men's team is Chris Harris. We won't see that. They're on the road, but the men's team, that's the comparison there for Soraya White and Chris Harris for our Wake Tech fans.
Yeah, Jonathan, you always want a Swiss Army knife. It's going to provide a lot of energy, physicality, and knock down the shot here and there. I think Soraya White's biggest impact tonight has been on defense. We saw her take those 2 charges in the first half and really change the momentum.
White, short in the first, short in the second. It'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Kayla Williams and Guilford Tech ball.
You know, when you're a role player like that, your chances are maybe few and far between. You really got to knock down your freebies.
Yeah, those are ones that White will want back. That's a 6-point swing, kind of. Wake Tech could have the 2 layups from Hines and then the free throws from White, but instead you go nada from all 3 junctures, and you're still at a 7-point deficit.
Well, let's see if they can make an impact on the defensive end here.
Pass will orchestrate the offense for Guilford Tech. And they get it down low to Joe.
There's another one. Wow.
Soraya White says don't come into the paint. It'll be a foul.
She might have sold that a little bit, but she learned how to do that in the first half. Great defensive position, and again, she's really helping her team here.
White gives Wake Tech another possession. If you're the Eagles, you just want to get in the board and establish some offensive rhythm in this to start this fourth quarter. Jerkins has it. Jerkins to Soraya White. White back to Hines. Hines doesn't take the 3 much as she passes it off to Williams, who nails the 3. Kayla Williams from the baseline. Give it to her.
Big step up here for Kayla Williams. That's a huge shot to bring him back within 4 here.
On the other end, Burhey to answer, in and out. Rebounded by Malaya Hines. Hines will push the pace. Hines, Williams. Kayla Williams steps into a long jumper and nails it. Williams on a bit of a run here herself.
All of a sudden, Kayla Williams, is this Kevin Durant or Kayla Williams? Wow.
Williams has a good catch and release. Has a good shot when she gets it going. And she has it going here. The three off the mark from pass. Offensive board goes to Burry. It's taken away by Aviana Ward.
There's 14.
Williams for three. That one off the mark, too strong. The house would have erupted here. And the Wake Tech gym, she had made that one.
I like the heat check there, Jonathan. She deserves it, and that was a good look.
On that possession, Aviana Ward created it with the steal. Ward, second in the conference in steals. A real true defender for the Eagles. Now the Titans get it in down low to Dutton. Dutton gets it back out. Pass. Swings it over. Sanchez for the three. She can't connect. Nice putback from Ariana McLean.
Great job. Nobody put a body on 32 down there.
Jerkins on the other end is hacked down low, and she'll go to the line for two.
Good hard foul. I tell you what, Jonathan, McLean plays really hard. I like her energy.
McLean has energy and speed, I've seen so far in this one. Just a lot of speed from Ariana McLean, the freshman out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hannah Jerkins at the line to shoot two. You hear the fans, or we hear the fans say, you need them. They're right. They need them. Every basket counts at this juncture in the game, down by 4.
And the way this game started, being so physical and turnover prone, in these last few minutes here, as she gets the roll, I could see kind of the game slowing down and turning into more of a slugfest. So you're right, these free throws are going to be really important down the stretch.
Jerkins 1 of 2. Williams tried to save it, couldn't quite do it. And it will be Guilford Tech basketball.
Dobson hasn't really been the same since she went out injured.
Yeah, it's tough to. Glad she's back in the game, but good call out there, Henry. She hasn't quite had the same pep in her step as she did before she took a fall. They get it into Dobson. Dobson trying to work on White. White, fantastic defense, but she'll draw a foul that time. It's going to be not a charge. So it'll be Guilford Tech to inbound at 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Fans are starting to get into this game, Jonathan. There's a lot of excitement in the building.
Yeah, I love the energy in the building right now. Sanchez couldn't connect on the three. Out of bounds, last touch by the Titans.
And Wake Tech is lucky there. There was absolutely nobody on the strong side rebounds. They were lucky that Guilford just fumbled it out of bounds.
3-point game here at the South Campus Gym of Wake Tech. They'll be back here tomorrow night for their last home contest as Ward buries the jumper from the free throw line.
Great look right there.
Aviana Ward usually takes more shots from the outside, but I'm liking her getting in the paint today. Pass, fumbles it, recovers it. Last touch by Pass. I think she stepped out on that one.
Yeah, it looks like her right heel just nicked that sideline. One possession game here, a chance to take the lead.
41-40. Malaya Hines with the ball. Wake Tech hunting a sophomore night victory. Kayla Williams. That one bounces off the left side of the rim. Rebound goes to Bailey Dutton. Now Dobson with speed and pace. Dobson's layup too strong. Hines corrals the board and takes it the other way for the Eagles. Malaya Hines keeping her dribble. Now we'll get to Williams. Kayla Williams kicks it over. The shot from the three from Ward off the mark. Sanchez up to Pass. Pass all alone. They should have laid in for two and the lead. That's a good transition basket there from Guilford Tech off the rebound, and it's going to be 43-40. We'll go to the immediate timeout. We'll take it with them. 43-30. Guilford Tech leads 6:18 here in the fourth. Exciting game. Stay tuned, folks. got anything you want to talk about, or just let the game go?
Okay. Has Unique Cook played or done anything today? I haven't really seen her. Number 4. Is she even on the bench today? Guess I shouldn't have highlighted her in the pregame before I saw her. I don't see her.
Welcome back here as Guilford Tech leads Wake Tech by 3, 43-40 with 6:18 to go in the fourth. Wake Tech basketball.
Big possession here, Jonathan. They got to get something.
Mason has it out of the timeout. Locklear. Back to Mason. Destiny Mason inside. Can't lay it in. Too strong. Offensive board. Hannah Jerkins. Back to Locklear. Locklear elbow 3. She got it!
Off the big offensive rebound there. That's one of the best times to shoot a 3.
As Locklear buries it to tie this one at 43. Dual pass. Going in the lane. Locklear thought she had a block, but it's going to be a foul against Locklear.
To the crowd's dismay there, I think I might agree with them on this one. That looked pretty clean to me, Jonathan.
Wake Tech's second foul of the quarter sends pass to the line. As the ball didn't lie on that one. That one snuck out. Pass. Made the second to retake the lead for the Titans, 44-43. Locklear. To Hines. Hines trying to work on Sanchez. Starts in. Kicks it over. It's blocked by Dobson. Now Hines in the middle and lays it in for 2.
I think this is the first lead for Wake Tech today.
45-44, Eagles lead. They put together a good, nice stops on the defensive end and have been able to string together some rhythm on the offensive end for points. And on cue, we have a turnover. Wake Tech with all the momentum right now. The crowd's into it as well.
Momentum has shifted here, and I think it's a lot to do with Locklear and Kayla Williams' energy.
Ward will get it into Hines. Hines all the way to the basket. Can't get that one to roll in. Pass the other way for the Titans. Good pass. Charge. Drawn by Ward.
Is that 5 charges now, Jonathan, that the Eagles have taken today?
You're right, there was 5. It's the most I've seen in a game from Wake Tech. I don't know if they decided to practice it yesterday or something, but it's working.
So the last few possessions, Guilford Tech's been in the man-to-man. A big change from earlier, and Malia Hines has absolutely crossed over Sanchez a couple times.
Foul in the interior. That one's going to go against Jones, trying to defend Mason. Jones picks up her 3rd. Team's 5th of the quarter. Mason at the line to shoot 2. Mason makes the first.
Pressure free throws. Looks like she's been here before. That's a pure shot, and this is why coaches stress free throws at the end of games so much. It can determine an outcome.
Mason can't get the roll in the second. Nevaeh Dobson gets the board for the Titans. Now pass the speed. Pass going in. Is fouled and 1.
It's a great finish there by Pass.
Aviana Ward picks up her 2nd, team's 3rd. Pass at the line to shoot 2. To shoot the end one, rather. Apologies. To the end one for pass, and she won't get it. There's a lane violation against Sanchez there. Sanchez kind of jogged out of the block. She can't do that. I don't know what she was thinking there, but it negates the end one opportunity for pass. So we're all knotted up at 46 with under 4.5 to go. Mason got a defender in the air, shoots a jumper. That one just short, rebound, and putback is Iviana Ward for 2 in the lead. Timeouts left 3 apiece. That'll come into play in the next 2 minutes as Sanchez gets bumped by Locklear. Locklear frustrated.
Foul, tackle number 25, to go That's a third personal, team's fourth.
Locklear picks up a third, team's fourth.
Yeah, and this has kind of turned into a point guard on point guard battle actually at the end. Both teams are now playing man-to-man exclusively, and it's Jewel Pass versus Malia Hines. Both are quick guards, and they're just kind of going one-on-one and seeing if they can create something.
It's been fun to watch those two go at it.
Absolutely. Both have great handles.
Sanchez makes them both to tie it up at 48. Back and forth we go here. Hines on cue. Take to the other direction. Cross pass to Mason. Mason over to Hannah Jerkins. Back to Hines. Hines bumped and she will be fouled.
Looks like Hannah Jerkins is in getting some minutes, and Guilford Tech is not really respecting her shooting ability. They're leaving her pretty wide open on the perimeter.
Yeah, you'd like to see Jerkins take a couple steps in from that three-point line and take a jumper. She can hit those. She also does well in the paint, as Hines will go to the line for 2. Misses that one off the back iron.
This point in the game, the players are tired. Your legs are getting a little bit heavy. It's where you got to dig deep and knock down your free throws.
It would bend at the knees. That's what I tried to remember with the free throws. As Hines makes the second. Malaya Hines 1 or 2 from the charity stripe, but that's good enough for the lead. 49-48. They get inside to Dobson. Dobson inside out. Sanchez 3. That one too strong. Ball being up for grabs. It's picked up by Pass. Pass into Sanchez. Through her hands, out of bounds. Wake Tech basketball.
Quick hands there by Jewel Smith to get in there and take possession of the ball. I will say, Jonathan, we have the benefit of being about 5 feet from these players. The last few times that Destiny Mason's run by, she is absolutely locked in. She's got her game face on. I'm expecting something big from her here.
Good to see one of your best players locked in late in the game. Too many steps there from Locklear. She knew it. Locklear's just got to shake that one off and keep playing. 49-48, Wake Tech leads by 1, approaching the 3-minute mark. Jewel pass, coast to coast, and she scores and 1.
Not a smart foul there.
No, she's already at the rim. Let her take her 2 points and move on to the next play.
That's exactly right. Or if you are going to foul, don't let her finish there.
Yeah.
Can't let her finish the end one.
With one more. Pass misses there. I think everyone forgot it was an and one except for Mason. Destiny Mason kicks it. Locklear baseline drive. Hook pass. Picked off by Jewel pass. Jewel pass the other way. Can she do it again? She can't. Nice rebound from McLean. McLean can't get it. Dobson, third attempt. No. Dobson, 4th time the charm. She gets it and 1. Dobson with 2 and a chance to get 3.
Yeah, not great hustle by the Eagles getting back that time. They assumed that Guilford Tech would finish the first layup. Turns out it took them 3 or 4 there, and nobody was there to rebound.
4th time was the charm for Dobson, as Dobson will head to the line for the and 1. Back-to-back and 1 opportunities give Guilford Tech the chance to make it a 4-point lead. They can't. Still a 1-possession game, 52-49 here with 2:47 and counting. Williams to Williams. That's Nashia to Kayla. Ward left all alone. Takes a three and nails it.
They went back to the zone there, Jonathan. Left her wide open on the perimeter.
You can't leave Ward that wide open. She's the leading scorer for a reason. Ties it at 52. Backdoor pass stolen away by Iviana Ward. Iviana Ward to Mason. Mason, extra step in the lane to finish. Too strong on the glass. Last touch by Wake Tech to the Guilford Tech ball. All tied up here, 52 to 52, 2:13 to go in the fourth. In JCAA Region 10 matchup here at Wake Tech. Sophomore night to boot. Burry have been a bit quiet in this fourth quarter. Burry, Sanchez. And we get a 30-second timeout called by head coach Erica Handy. So we'll stay here. Henry, what have you seen in these last 2 minutes, and what do you want to see from both sides with 2 to go?
Gosh, Jonathan, it's such a competitive game. Both teams are playing their hearts out. Right now, Wake Tech is staying with a man-to-man. Guilford's kind of going back and forth, but it's turned into a battle of the stars, really. It's Destiny Mason, Malaya Hines on one side, and then you've got Jewel Pass kind of controlling the game and controlling the tempo on the other side. Sanchez and Pass having them both in there at the same time, it's a luxury to have 2 ball handlers on the court.
Yeah, the 2 ball handlers, and then you have Dobson, who's just a presence in the paint. So if you miss one of those layups in transition, you have a trailer right there to probably scoop it up.
That's right, and I just see over there Jewel Pass is on the table getting looked at with her shoe off. So we'll see if she can come back in the game.
Yeah, she was wiggling her foot around her last free throw attempt. Something was happening. Hopefully she's okay and can get back in this one. Without her, Guilford Tech's going to have to adjust as Dobson's heave at the shot clock buzzer doesn't go. It's too strong. Rebound goes to Nashia Williams. We're approaching 90 seconds. 90 seconds to go, all tied up at 52. I'm just waiting. When will we get all the back and forth timeouts? That usually happens in close games. Mason. And we'll get a timeout there from head coach Alonzo Lunsford as assistant coach Keith Overton, or George Overton rather, has imploring his team to move without the ball. It was just the ball handler there, Mason, kind of stuck, and no one was moving around to help her.
Let's see what Coach Lunsford calls here out of the timeout. They'll have a side out of bounds. There's only 9 on the shot clock. They've got to get a good look. Either get to the rim and get fouled or find a clean look somewhere.
See what he can draw up here in the huddle. 1:20 to go. Great game here. At one point, our game reset here. Guilford Tech got out to a big lead. Wake Tech was able to cut it down, and then at the start of the third and fourth, really cut it even more, especially the fourth is when kind of Wake Tech has brought this game back their way. And that's kind of been their MO all season, Henry. They've been able to kind of fight for late comebacks, but can they finish this one? That's been the tough part for the Eagles as Mason traveled.
Tough turnover there, Jonathan. When the game turned and Wake Tech came back into it, it was really Kayla Williams hitting those few shots and playing some great defense. She was the spark plug in the second half. Let's see what happens here.
In that first half, Williams played some lockdown defense on Dobson as well. So Kayla Williams is having a great game. Dual pass with it for the Titans. Pass over Sanchez. Sanchez, Dobson. Dobson with 15 to shoot. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez, hard foul by Hannah Jerkins, and that's not one you want to give up there with a player not in position to score.
Yeah, that was Hannah Jerkins with a hard foul and then saying something afterwards. She's pretty competitive. She's sticking her nose in there.
You love the competitiveness, but when your opponent's not close to the basket, you should just kind of let it play out. That's my philosophy on that one.
100% agree.
But again, this one's been a physical game. There's emotions, physicality as well. So that's where you get that foul from. But it will send Rosalind Sanchez to the line to shoot 2. She misses the first. Sanchez, 65.5% from the charity stripe. this season coming into this game. She misses them both.
2 big misses there. Jenkins gets away with not a great foul.
All square at 52 with under a minute to go. Nashia Williams over to Kayla Williams. Kayla Williams steps into the corner 3. That one skitters off the side iron. And it goes to Ariana McLean who corrals it. Now Sanchez the other end. Couldn't get it to go. Dobson elevating. Dobson fouled on her second attempt. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's a great weak side rebound by Dobson. Good pass ahead, and the missed shot, it's wide open. If the defender goes for a shot block, then usually that opens up the backside of the glass.
Dobson at the line for 2. To give Guilford Tech the lead. That one's off the mark. They missed 3 in a row now. If you're a UNC fan, you were at a game and they missed 3 in a row, you would have gotten free cookies, I think it was. The crumble cookies, little marketing thing for the heels in the second half, but Dobson makes the second one.
Now, are you telling me that Wake Tech doesn't do any promo for 2 missed free throws?
Not yet.
That's not what I signed up for,
Brett
man.
about that one. Maybe we should.
1-point game here. And, the last 2 possessions, Guilford Tech has gone back to the zone, and it's thrown off the Eagles. I think they're settling for some open jump shots, or some contested jump shots. I'd like to see Destiny Mason in the middle of that zone with the ball in her hands making decisions.
Yeah, it'd be good to have her with the opportunity to kick it out or just take it because she has that ability to drive and score. I would hope Daybeck is back on the floor at this juncture.
She hasn't been on the court in a while.
Yeah, she hasn't been on the court in a while, which is interesting given her prowess from beyond the arc in this game.
That's right. Looks like she'll come
back
in.
On the floor at this juncture. That's good to see. So we got Mason, Locklear, Kayla Williams, Daybeck, and Ward on the floor for Wake Tech. For Guilford Tech, it's Dobson, Dutton, Sanchez, Pass, and McLean. 34.5 to go, Wake Tech ball. All Guilford Tech leads by 1, 53-52. 15 to shoot for the Eagles.
They can't afford to hold this ball. They need to put something up here.
Williams Mason taking time. Mason to Ward. Ward darts in with 4 to shoot. Ward back to Mason. Mason steps into the long 2 and hits it. What a 2 by Destiny Mason. That will give Wake Tech the lead at 54-53. Mason said, guess what? I am back, folks. I am back. As she buried the jumper to give Wake Tech the lead.
Huge shot, Jonathan. Listen to this crowd go.
Crowd erupting in cheers as Destiny Mason, with the shot clock winding down, said, I'm back.
Shades of Luka Doncic there. There was a nice little closeout. Destiny Mason just took a little side dribble, pull up, and unfortunately her feet weren't behind the line, but still a pure jump shot there.
Shot of the game so far. Still 13.3 left. But a lot can happen. And the way these two teams have been going at it, I wouldn't be surprised if I see another made basket on the other end or a turnover. I'm going made basket or turnover. That's where I'm putting my house money.
Absolutely, Jonathan. And I think, there's also the potential for a foul here. I think if I were coaching the Eagles, I would say if Guilford Tech has the ball under the basket with a good look, foul them. They've missed, I think, 5 of their last 6 free throws, something like that.
Yeah.
And you can't give up an open layup here with 13 seconds left. You've got to foul. Obviously, you got to go for the ball. You can't pick up a tech. But protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, you don't want to make it easy for them to score. If they score, it's got to be either spectacular where you tip your cap, or they made it through contact and they're going to the line.
And you really got to watch the offensive glass. Somebody's got to put a body on Dobson. Can't let her get the ball.
Yeah, great add in there. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. 13.3. Wake Tech leads by 1, 54-53. Guilford Tech to get it in. They get it to Dobson. Dobson a pass. Pass to 10. Pass down the lane. Pass it, and it's taken away. Great steal by Kayla Williams for 5.8. Correction, Iviana Ward on the steal.
And I think it was Locklear down there on the baseline that got her hand on that ball, knocked it loose. And she's come up with some big defensive plays here at the end.
It would be Ward to the steal. She's second in Region 10 steals of 77. Has added more than one here tonight and makes the free throw. It's a 2-point game. 55-53. 5.8 in the clock as well. So nothing's over yet. But this free throw can make it where the Titans have to take a 3 to tie. Ward makes them both. Clutch free throws from Ivy Ward. Will get a timeout from head coach Erica Handy.
So, Jonathan, if you're Guilford here, the question is, if you're Wake, the question is, do you foul? Do you send them to the line for 2? That's always the question if you're a coach.
Yeah. What do you think? Should they do it this point or let it play out? 5.8 to go. They've had passes back in, but has some work done on the training table. She's been the threat from 3 has really been Pass or Sanchez, maybe?
You know, I'm of the belief that you do foul here.
Okay.
But you've got to be so careful that you don't foul on a shot. These days, there's a bit of a continuation, and you cannot foul on a 3-point shot. So I would let them inbound the ball, see how many seconds you can run off, and then foul.
56-53, Wake Tech leads 5.8. It will be McLean to inbound it. McLean to pass for the shoot, pass for the 3, too strong. Dutton can't get a hold of it, and that's it. Wake Tech wins it on sophomore night, 56-53. Heroics from Destiny Mason. The crowd loves it. Eagles get the win. That is a fantastic way to end sophomore night. Henry, what do you think? Your final thoughts here as we'll wrap up quickly.
Wow, what a game, Jonathan. I am so grateful to be part of this moment. Beautiful sophomore night for these players from Wake Tech. Destiny Mason with maybe the shot of her life, that game winner with about 13 seconds left. Just an overall great game. Very competitive, maybe not the cleanest at times, but all the players played hard. And we saw some flashes of real brilliance here tonight.
Real shout out to Destiny Mason, who is the hero, and I'll dub her the eagle of the game here for Wake Tech as they get the 56-53 victory. So we'll close this one out. Guilford Tech falls to 7-14 overall and 6-14 in NJCAA region play. Wake Tech improves. They pick up their 5th win overall and their 2nd win in conference play. Wake Tech is back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock against Southwest Virginia. Henry, big thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure. You did great on the broadcast. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Jonathan. I hope you'll have me back, and it's been a pleasure to call this game with you tonight.
For sure. We got baseball in the spring. We know you know a thing or two about that. Final score, Eagles win 56-53. Destiny Mason's your hero of the game. Thank you for listening, and tune in tomorrow night at 6 for more Wake Tech basketball. Have a good evening.